So let me get this straight. A film about a homicidal claymation penguin is somehow pulling in £3 million while actual cinema sits in empty theaters. We're living in the stupidest timeline.
Oh, come on, Alex. You can't tell me you're not even slightly curious about Pingu the Psycho Killer. It's brilliant counter-programming. Who doesn't want to see childhood nostalgia turned into horror gold?
People with functioning brain cells, Jamie. But clearly that's a shrinking demographic.
Right. Well, before Alex descends into full misanthrope mode, welcome back to Umpire Magazine, The Hot Take. I'm Jamie, this ray of sunshine is Alex, and this week we're diving into the most wonderfully chaotic box office results that prove audiences have completely lost their minds.
In the best possible way, apparently. The Vroom is somehow vrooming past 4 million despite critics treating it like roadkill. I quote the magazine directly there, roadkill.
Hang on, £4.1 million. That's not chump change, Alex. Maybe, just maybe, people want explosive fun instead of your precious art house meditation on the human condition.
The Vroom got a 4 out of 10, Jamie. 4! That's like saying, hey, this sandwich is mostly mold, but the lettuce was crisp.
Okay, but listen. Southeast Today is also crushing it with 3.7 million, and that's regional drama. Audiences are clearly hungry for stories, even if critics are being absolutely brutal with another 4 out of 10.
The magazine literally says the only thing more brutal than its box office dominance is its screenplay. When your own success story comes with that kind of backhanded compliment, maybe we should worry about what passes for entertainment these days.
Wait, you're completely ignoring Titanic 2026 with a solid 7 out of 10. See? Quality filmmaking can make money. It's steering clear of icebergs both literally and metaphorically.
One decent film in a sea of garbage does not restore my faith in humanity, Jamie.
But what about the real disasters? I mean, Level Up Rush B or Die Trying made £3,000. 3,000! That wouldn't cover my coffee budget for a month.
Finally, a film that got what it deserved. 2 out of 10 and box office earnings that wouldn't cover craft services. It's like watching natural selection in action.
Alex, that's someone's passion project. That's months of work and dreams, and you're just celebrating its failure like some kind of cinema grim reaper.
If your passion project is based on a Counter-Strike meme and makes less money than a lemonade stand, maybe passion isn't enough. Quality control exists for a reason.
Okay, fine. But Hungry Hippos was doomed from the start. Board game adaptations are cursed. Though I have to admit, 2 out of 10 feels almost generous.
Board game adaptations should stay in the cupboard, and I'm stealing that line from the magazine because it's perfect. Some ideas are so fundamentally broken that not even Hollywood magic can save them.
But here's what really gets me. The film with that impossibly long title about rather being hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. That's actually kind of philosophically interesting.
Philosophically interesting doesn't pay the bills, Jamie. 3 out of 10 and barely making more than hippo lunch money. Sometimes pretentious garbage is just pretentious garbage.
No way! You're missing the point entirely. These films are taking risks. They're trying something different instead of churning out the same formulaic explosions and romance.
And look how well that's working out for them. Meanwhile, The Vroom proves that formulaic explosions are exactly what people want. The market has spoken and it has terrible taste.
You know what, though? At least there are options. At least we're getting weird, experimental titles alongside the mainstream hits. That's healthy diversity in cinema.
Healthy diversity would be weird experimental films that are also good, Jamie. Not just weird for the sake of being weird while earning pocket change.
Okay, but here's the real tragedy. Next week, there are literally 0 new releases. 0. The schedule is so empty it makes the Sahara look crowded, and I'm stealing that line because it's brilliant.
Finally, something we can agree on. A week with no new releases might actually be a blessing. Give audiences time to discover something worthwhile instead of rushing to the next shiny disaster.
Wait, did Alex just accidentally advocate for giving films more time to find their audience? Are you feeling all right? Should I check your temperature?
Don't get carried away. I'm just saying maybe When Harry Met Sully deserves a chance to breathe instead of getting buried under an avalanche of penguin-based horror.
Look at that. We found common ground. Sometimes the best thing for cinema is just slowing down and letting quality rise to the surface instead of drowning in quantity.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes, a barren release schedule might be exactly what we need to reset audience expectations.
Though I still think you're being way too harsh on Pingu the Psycho Killer. That title alone deserves some kind of award for creative audacity.
Creative audacity doesn't equal good filmmaking, Jamie. But fine, I'll admit the title is memorable. Memorably ridiculous, but memorable.
I'll take it. Progress, people. Actual progress. Maybe next week we can get Alex to admit that audiences occasionally know what they want.
Don't push your luck. The Vroom is still making millions despite being cinematic roadkill, so clearly audiences have no idea what they want.
And that's why we love this ridiculous industry. Thanks for joining us on another chaotic dive into the box office madness. We'll be back next week, assuming Alex doesn't completely lose faith in humanity.
That ship sailed years ago, Jamie. But I'll be here anyway, ready to watch the next wave of beautiful disasters crash and burn.